more on this topic, because I didn't get that male attention when I was in high school, I was very promiscuous during my freshman year of college. And if you ask me why, I would have said, I bought into the whole type of feminism where it's like sexual liberation, female empowerment. I'm 25, but if TikTok were around when I was in college, I so would have made one with that audio that's like, it's cool when they do it, it's a problem when I do it. But yeah, actually it is. And the reason for that is because a woman will never beat a man playing a man's game. Here's the thing, and I have to be careful with how I phrase this. When a guy is sleeping around, the reason why his buddies might respect him or why he's respected is because he's doing the one pursuing. Typically it's the man who's going to pursue the woman. So if he is able to get a woman in bed, that feels like a conquest to him. For me to say that it was equivalent when I slept with a lot of guys, it wasn't. The men were approaching me because, like I said, I didn't get validation and suddenly they wanted me, so I would just go home with them. And the other reason why it doesn't really matter is because even for sake of the argument, let's just say I were the one to pursue these guys, it would be very easy to get them into bed. Like, that's really not a flex. When girls make TikToks saying, I pulled every guy I wanted, like, by pull, do you mean slept with? Because yeah, typically it's not very hard to get a guy into bed. This is not to encourage slut shaming or validate when guys say a good key can open any lock. Like, the way that men pursue women and just try to get them into bed and then move on to the next, like, no, that's vile, and we should not shame women who do get into bed with these men. My only hope is that women use more discretion. And this video isn't even anti-casual sex. Like, the reason that I said I participated in it was because I was empowered, but that really wasn't it. I just really liked the feeling of a guy wanting to go home with me. Because let's be real, if I were just doing it for the sex was not that great. You really have to know your worth. Like, if a guy is hitting on you and you are flattered, you feel like you have those butterflies in your stomach, you have to ask yourself, am I actually interested in this guy, or do I just like that a guy is interested in me?
First of all, good job on her for taking accountability. She has become aware that it's easier for women to smash compared to men, and it's more of an accomplishment when men do it compared to women. She said she is not trying to validate the phrase, a key that opens many locks is a master key, but a lock that is opened by many keys is a bad lock. But unfortunately for her, that is exactly what she is doing. She is validating it. She also exposed that every woman who smashes easily is a 304, even though she tried to say she was not trying to shame them for it.
I went down on a guy last night and he had dick cheese. If you don't know what dick cheese is, just look it up. It's not good. It's basically like when you're so unhygienic and you've clearly not washed downstairs in so long that it's like cheesy and moldy and stinky. It was revolting. So if you're a guy, make sure you wash down there and you're thorough every single day. And if you're going to bring a girl home and you know that you are, give it an extra clean before you go out. Because it was so disgusting, I had to stop. I don't mean to be rude, like, wow, I guess I am being rude, but like, it's just simple hygiene.
Why would she let everybody in the world know she had some cheese in her mouth? Do you see men going around telling everybody he had muffin cheese on his face? Men don't do this because it's embarrassing and ridiculous. Why do these modern women insist on embarrassing themselves to the public?
Bitches be crazy.
I started my account in early 2020, and at the time I was like, I'm already doing all this stuff, so I may as well make an account to at least make money from it. So I made the account and I just started posting everything that I already had in my camera roll. And before I know it, people started signing up. Originally, I had like only my like personal Instagram. I made a close friend story of all the guys that I had like ever like flirted with or that I thought were like seedy enough to sign up. So they all signed up. And then I eventually made a separate account on Instagram specifically for it. I also used Reddit and stuff. But yeah, I was already doing all that stuff. I was already taking all the photos. So I was like, may as well do it. The guy I was seeing at the time was really supportive of it. He was very much like, hell yeah, go get that money. I didn't need the money. I was working full-time at a bank at the time. but it was just extra money on the side, which was nice. But yeah, honestly, it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. I wouldn't be in the situation or position I am in now if it wasn't for that choice I made that year. So I'm very grateful for the opportunities that it's given me and the freedom as well. I value my freedom.
Another 304 who sold herself to the OF cesspool. The irony is she was already doing that stuff anyway. The fact that the guy she was seeing at the time supported her to do it is crazy. I bet he got dumped shortly afterwards. She threw away a job at a bank to become an internet full-time 304.